Hello. We're going to check out a new game today. This is coming from a recommendation from Dan, who's often in the chat. He said I might like this game, so we're going to check it out. Let's see. I have to do all the tutorials. That's the window that I have open right now, is all the tutorials. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let's see. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Looks fine. Alright. So it looks very complex. All the images that I saw on the Steam page was like tons of stuff going on, which, you know, that's what I want. A lot of complexity to manage, it seems. So yeah, ship combat. So it looks like they're still updating. This game released a couple years ago, it looks like. But look, ship combat. That looked pretty nice. And I think it seems kind of like RimWorld-y. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to like put like, oh, this is RimWorld in space. RimWorld technically kind of is in space. I guess it's on a planet in space. I guess we're all on planets in space. But anyways, so let's just get going with the tutorials here. Basic controls. I know that sounds tedious, but I mean, look at this already. I'm already scared. Ooh, oh, I see. I wish tutorials had more of this where it's like, okay, where do I have to click next? Because sometimes my eyes just do not see that. But like these little laser beams guiding me. Okay, this tutorial will show you how to control the game, navigate the UI. Click and drag this window to move it around. You can adjust UI, scale, and settings and videos. Okay, cool. Okay, we can also report bugs and feedback. Okay, we can move the camera like so. Okay, very familiar with this. Edge pan. Yeah, we don't need edge pan. I'd rather move the camera on my own. You can toggle the time flow. Okay, space 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Try not to spill my coffee again this morning. That's why I'm like a few minutes late. Just a little spill. It happened. Okay. Selected objects have a green outline in the info panel. They will appear in the top left. I see Higgs running around over here. So Higgs Arbiter. Use left click to select the ship computer. Okay, it wants us to select something else. Okay, this is the ship computer. The info panel exposes the internal data of the controls of any selected objects. Deploying the info panel for each device, being, and material is highly recommended. It will help you understand the state of the object and let you know how you can manage or configure it. Every object has a set of components. When an object is selected, each component of that object exposes its data, controls, and info panel. Okay. When multiple objects are selected, the info panel will show a list of selected objects and interactive list common actions above them. Okay. Here. Okay, so. Okay, terahertz. Okay, interesting. Produces heat. Oh boy. Heat management in games like this is like oxygen not included. Heat is what always ends up like destroying my runs when I get far enough. Okay, so let's try select multiple. Okay, so when we select multiple, it'll show us the list, and then we can get Adam here, who looks to be like a Roomba of sorts. He's a cleaning bot. He is a Roomba. All right. The required UI element is not visible. Use the back button. Okay. To repeat that. Okay, I did something wrong already. Okay. Refer to the common action section. Wait, what? There we go. I'm already failing the tutorial. No, what am I doing? Refer to the common action section of the codex option manuals for more details. Okay, let's just, okay, the info panel exposes data. Find the UI element labeled energy node and click on it to continue. Oh my god, okay, wait, hold on. Oh. Hey, what's up, Beppo? I'm currently failing at the tutorial here in this game. Yeah, that so far, I mean, we haven't gotten very far, but it definitely seems RimWorld-y. But you're in a ship, so it's almost like a continuation of RimWorld, if you will. Once you beat RimWorld, you should play this game. When multiple objects are selected. Okay, it wants us to do something here. When multiple objects are selected, the info panel will show a list of selected objects, an interactive list of common actions above them, refer to common actions. No. Hold on, wait. So, oh, the ship computer. Doi. There we go. Okay, it was because I was too interested in Higgs or something. Is by the same creators? No, I definitely don't think so. Okay. Energy node. You are now looking at the electricity component controls of the select device. If you select another device that has the same component, the submenu will remain open. Each object has various components that reveal their data controls this manner. Okay. Handy. So like if I'm gonna switch to like something else. No, okay. So, okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to test. It says it will keep that window open for anything else you select. When something is selected, use the escape key to deselect it. It will also close any open overlays or active UI panels. Try it out. That we did. We did it. Wait, what? Oh, when the cursor is above an object, right click. Context menu. Okay, perfect. Again, these are things that like I didn't necessarily do in RimWorld, and like I don't think I shift clicked at all in that entire game. I think it's like if you shift click, you can queue up tasks. This is a list of the most important events that are currently happening. Some of the items in the list can in groups that can be expanded on click. Okay, so there's these alerts, kind of like current things going on, and then this is looks like a log down here. And tutorial. We did it. We did a tutorial. Can we move this? No. And this open Steam thing. This is the demo, so I mean. All right. So I'm assuming we go back. Okay, using tools. Yeah, I used to queue tasks all the time. It's so useful. Yeah, I don't think I did that at all during my playthrough. Which would have made things a lot easier, because I was like having them do something and then like waiting for them, and then yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. This tutorial explains how to use some of the most essential tools. Many actions in the game require using a tool, and there are several tools available at your disposal. You can access them through various means, including the tool menu, hotbar, quick search, and shortcut keys. Press Q or right click to open the tool menu. Q. Okay, I'm assuming, is this tools? Hold on, wait. Build. How do we go? It's just right click? Okay, interesting. The grid menu. There are alternative radio menu that may be more convenient when playing with a gamepad. Ugh. I would never play this game with a gamepad. Okay, on the left side of the tool menu lists all available tools. Some tools may have a submenu, while others will activate on click. Active tool will have a yellow icon tint. Okay, so... oh, okay, I guess these are tools. Build. This tool will contain the unlocked blueprints of various objects you can order your workers to build. It is a submenu with categories and a recent list of items. This tool offers multiple methods to draw the planning visual overlay. Okay, so like blueprinting, I guess. Manage tasks. This tool allows retrying, canceling, and adjusting the priority of pending tasks. Increasing priority. Okay, so this should... Okay, I don't see any tasks, but we haven't assigned any, to be fair. Connect. This allows you to connect, disconnect electric devices and link unlinked teleporters by clicking and dragging a line between them. Deconstruct, repair, haul, copy, configuration. Okay, these are all pretty standard, I would say. Let's look at the build menu. Contains a list of groups that can build. Let's build something. Click the electricity tab and click battery. Okay, here's a battery. Battery. The highlighted, okay, the highlighted location. Rotate it with R. Boom. Right click will exit building mode. Okay, good. Okay, so open the tool menu. Connect. There's a disconnected freezer. Let's try to connect the wall socket. Wait, where? Okay, here. Ah. Okay. Did we do that? Looks like it's working now. We plugged it in. Someone forgot to plug in the freezer. All the frozen pizzas are now mush. The same action will disconnect. Okay. Oops. Okay, apparently we don't want to connect the freezer. The Connect E tool can also link and unlink teleporters. Oh, okay. So there's a hotkey for that. We can connect teleporters together. Interesting. Teleporter links are one way, so you have to link teleporter A to B and B to A to make them lead to each other. Okay, we did that. When in the free select mode, press left click above a connector or teleporter and start dragging a line to switch the connect tool. When in free select mode. Okay. Connector or teleporter and start dragging the line to switch the connect tool. Oh, okay, I see. So like, wait, what? Okay, so it automatically just switches. That's fine. Systems are reporting an oxygen link. Let's use oxygen F2 visual overlay to find it. Okay. Oh boy, visuals. So this is very oxygen not included, right? These little, or FTL, you know. It's been a while since I played FTL. Okay, here's the leak. Leak is here. You can see oxygen flowing through a damaged reinforced window, the adjacent area that is not supposed to have any oxygen. Okay. Q tool to repair. Yep. Find the tool. Okay, Z is the quick way of doing that. Close the overlay to continue. Okay, deconstruct. We will now remove some structures. Use Q. Find the deconstruct. Yeah, it's a combination for sure. Press left click and drag highlighted area. Where is that? Where does it want me to deconstruct? Okay, here. Looks like these girders here want to be deconstructed. Deconstruction will begin shortly. Many actions, including repair and deconstruct, can be ordered through the info panel or context menu of the selected object. Do I know if this has combat? I know that recently they updated it to include ship combat. Like this week, it looked like. Game's also on sale too, if you're interested. And there's a demo, so we're currently playing the demo just to see if we like it. Okay, hotbar located at the bottom. Yep. Okay, so we can modify the hotbar if we want to. I probably won't touch that. Use the quick search when you know what you're looking for. Okay, tab is quick search. Okay, our battery is there. Excellent. Oops. What do I do? Okay, tab. Now start typing a blueprint name and press enter or click. Okay, there we go. Oh, so you can just kind of like search for things in that menu and then you can do whatever you want with them. That's pretty nice. All right, we're ending the tutorial here. I'll probably forget like 50% of that. UI overlays, oh boy. This tutorial guides you through the UI overlays. Since each overlay has a tooltip, the tutorial is optional. Can I head up now? Hey, thanks for hopping in, Apple. Saying good morning, always appreciated. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks again. Okay. UIs, visual overlays, all right. So F1 through F10. Okay, we'll probably skip this. Well, actually, let me read them all. So overlay shows you connections. Ooh, okay. There are graphs. Love a game with graphs. Okay, we saw this oxygen overlay in the last tutorial. There's temperature, which I'm very afraid of. Air tightness. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me try to learn what I've done in the last tutorial. What if this will change the air tightness if we repair this? Okay, Camden and Chana are repairing, it looks like. Oh, I like their hats. Big green hat. All right, they're repairing it. I see them. Okay, does that? No, okay. All right, interesting. I'll have to learn more about this. The visual overlay helps spot when vents and damaged walls, since they're not as airtight. Okay. All right, maybe there's something else. I mean, I see that looks like oxygen's pretty low over here, so there must be some issue that I'm not going to manage right now. Okay, what is insulation? Insulation represents the resistance to temperature exchange with the environment. Okay. Light. Planning. And walking difficulty. Ooh. Walking difficulty. Alright, cool. And rooms, alright. Okay, different room. Yep, different rooms. It's a nice little, like, clean visual to be able to, like, pop open rooms and see what's inside them from a menu. Okay, sections. Whoa. Separate ship sections. Winch or maneuvering control. Oh boy. Okay, inventory, economy, quests, suggestions. Gonna be using that a lot, I would imagine. Available tasks, event log. Oh no. Necron died, Demi Valentine died, Linus died. The egg has hatched something that's ominous. Although it looks like a cat, maybe? Some sort of, yeah, cat entity. Although it's not Looks like it's not saying that it's a cat. It's saying a small domestic carnivorous mammal with soft fur, short snout, and retractable claws. That's nice. Something. Wallet. Quests. Suggestions. Available tasks. Event log. And we can write our own notes. Special views. This is a place where you can find special views such as research tree and the star map. Ooh. Look at the research tree here. Alright. That's pretty extensive. Different tiers. Pretty wide. What is this? Quantum chip computer. Improved GPU. I need that in real life. Let's see what's over here. I always look at the most advanced. Ocean generation. Terraforming. Whoa. Okay. Maybe this game goes beyond. Alien warp drive. Alright, cool. Okay, looks like we're in a small cluster of asteroids here. Alright. Okay, this is like the jobs overlay. Jack, Trouble, and Scooter. Nice. Okay, looks like there's a bunch of robots here and then actual individuals. Organic individuals. Codex. Operations manual. And search. Okay. Wait, what's the codex? Okay. Good. There's a whole like in-game guide, which I really appreciate. I love it when games have that. System controls. Ordering body part replacement procedures. Useful for tracking ongoing combat details. Ship combat controls. Ship controls. Okay. Paint. Oh. Wait, can we paint? Oh, look at this. Ooh, okay. You can customize and paint walls. Ooh, we can paint the floor. Let's see. Okay, we can paint the floor nice, like orange there. And this looks free. So we can really do some customization work here. When you find a terraformable planet, it will be registered in this view along with the terraforming status. Once a planet gets fully terraformed, you can use this panel to begin the colonization procedure. Whoa. So there is terraforming and colonization of planets, it looks like. Okay, tutorial complete. Electricity, oh boy. Electricity plays an important role in STARDEUS. It not only powers devices, but also enables their management. This tutorial will guide you through the setup, managing, and troubleshooting electrical grids. Your consciousness resides in the ship computer. This allows you to command robotic workers and control devices linked to the same electrical grid as the ship computer. Electricity overlay. Okay, this is yep, we know about the electricity overlay. Right now it tells you that we don't have any managed grids, which means that the ship computer is not connected to anything. Let's build a couple of devices, close the overlay to continue. Alright, we're gonna build build a matter reactor. Okay. Here we go. Oop, I accidentally pressed E. I pressed E by accident to rotate when it's R. There we go. Close the overlay to continue. Waiting for the construction. Okay, Clanker's here. Just trying to find his path over to build this matter reactor. Come on, Clankers. Alright, can we speed you up, Clanker? There we go. Oh, look at that. Alright, Clinkers is done. Node is unreachable. The ship computer isn't linked to this device, so you can't control it yet. You will see the node is unreachable in the info panel of such devices. Yes. Devices cannot be connected to each other directly. We have to connect them through a connector. Okay. Deselect the matter reactor. Okay, let's build. We're building a connector. So, okay, so this is like a, you know, like a tower. It wants us to build it here. Alright, Clankers, do your magic. Done. Creating a grid. You will have to connect the connector to the ship computer first, okay? I think if we just click and drag, right, it automatically knows that we're trying to set up electricity. Attempting to connect the matter reactor to an unlinked connector will fail as you don't control the connector yet. Okay, so we now control the connector with our ship brain. Does that work now? Connect the matter, okay. Wait, what? Okay, I lost connection, okay. There are a couple of disconnected floor lights. Okay, I think I did it. I was just a little confused by the tutorial there. There are a couple of disconnected floor lights nearby. It's a little dark around here, so let's connect them both to get some light. We can use the auto connect feature that is built into the connector controls. Click the highlighted connector to select it. Ooh, okay, that's nice. Both floor lights are now connected. Let's wait for them to illuminate. Lights triggered an electric deficit. Since we haven't added any fuel to the matter reactor, click the highlighted matter reactor to select it. Okay, we don't have fuel configured. Looks like we can throw some steel plates in it. It's Clankers. Okay, Clankers is gonna do this. Oh, he's taking steel plates from these storage units. Shoving it into the matter reactor. Ah, and the lights are turning on. Nice job, Clankers. Let's give it some time for the reactor to receive the fuel and for the electric deficit to be resolved. Meanwhile, we will examine the electricity chart. Increase the time speed and open the electricity overlay. Okay. So I'm assuming, okay. Yeah, max production 20, energy consumption 2. The ship computer is now part of an electrical grid. This interface shows that the chart shows a chart that displays electricity production, consumption, battery levels, and deficits. By hovering over the chart, you get insights into the past and present state of the electricity grid. Observe how the deficit disappears as the reactor begins to generate power. If the chart is invisible, activate it by clicking the chart button. Okay. Notice that there's an unknown electricity grid listed in unmanaged grids section of the F1 overlay, the electricity overlay. Oh, okay. There's another piece of the ship or a floating object here. Until the ship is connected, we won't be able to adjust any connection or configure devices in this grid. By building a chain of connectors, we can merge the two grids and gain control of this area. Okay. First, we'll construct a bridge leading to the ship computer. This will provide foundation for placing ship connectors. Okay, floors. Okay, so we're just building a floor across here. Oops, sorry, there's already a floor there. There we go. Go Clankers. Do your work. Okay, he's building. Good work there. Trying to build a bridge over to Rex Bell. Looks like Rex Bell is in a interesting situation, hovering very close to our ship computer base. Okay, that's been done. Oop. Oh, okay. It wants more floors. It wants a two width bridge. So clankers, sorry, you're not off duty yet. We'll count this as overtime, since I didn't communicate that to you at the beginning. Looks like Rex Bell is thinking about various things. Sleep. Okay, he went to bed. In his sleep pod, looks like. All right, connected. Okay, fastest way to build a connector: press and hold the left mouse button while hovering over the connector. Okay. Drag a line towards the highlighted spot. Release. Okay. Okay, that's very nice. And then we connect it. Build a charge station. All this work drained the battery of our construction drone. Let's give it a way to recharge itself. Use Q or right mouse button to open the tool menu. Find the charge station. Okay, so we need a place for clankers to charge. And we're putting that here. Robotic workers also have to perform periodic self-maintenance. It's best to have at least one repair station available at all times. Okay, there's also a repair station for clankers here. Fortunately, he's got to build it himself. Ooh, what is this? Oh. Okay, we have to connect this. Can I do auto connect here? How did I do that before? There we go, perfect. Time to learn how to troubleshoot the electricity grid. I've created a situation that will trigger an electricity deficit. The electricity grid may need a moment to simulate. The clock should not be paused right now. Okay. Okay, there's a troubleshooting item for the electricity grid. Consumption. Okay, we have a deficit of 500 kilowatts. Click the details button to begin troubleshooting. Details. This is the electricity grid details view. It can help you identify and resolve various issues. Oh my. The electricity deficit will be created by one of the electricity consumers. We can get a list of all consumers connected to this grid by clicking consumers button in the management section of the grid details. Oh my. Okay, particle collector, it looks like. The consumers list shows devices with deficit first. You will see that the particle collector has a deficit because its power consumption is marked red. You can turn this device off or reconfigure it to collect a cheaper material to resolve this deficit. Resolve the deficit to continue. Okay, let's take a look at the particle collector here. What are you doing? Collecting lead. So if we collect something else, let's switch it to silver. Okay, so that takes less energy to collect, I guess. And therefore we resolve the deficit. Alright, so that's electricity, I guess. Keep going. Research. This tutorial will teach you everything you need to know about research in STARDEUS. Research T, okay. Yeah, bottom left there. Okay, yep, the research tree. We took a quick look at this. Focus on highlighted treadmill research. Treadmill. Datoids. Research is unlocked by consuming special materials called datoids. You'll find the necessary datoid types and quantities listed here. Hover the icons to find out more about each datoid type, including how to acquire it. Datoid. This shows you the node tier. You have unlocked a certain amount. You have to unlock a certain amount of nodes from the current tier to unlock the next tier. This is the amount of disk that is required for permanent storage to keep the research results memorized. Ooh. Build or upgrade disk modules to increase the available storage. Each research node has a list of unlockable items. Hover over each item to see its name, description, and the tooltip. This is the bookmark button. Okay, we can bookmark research. Wait, hold on. You'll receive a notification when any of the bookmark research nodes becomes available for unlocking. This is the unlock button. If you have a necessary resource, it will unlock the research node with a single click. If the research node cannot be unlocked, hovering this button will tell you why. This panel contains the overview. This progress bar shows disk usage. Details button opens a list of unlocked research nodes that can be unloaded if you have an urgent need for more disk space. Unloaded research will have to be unlocked again. This section lists datoids that are available for use. Hover and click on the items for more information about each datoid type. Datoids only become available after they are stored in a datoid loader. We will be building one soon. Within the management section, you'll find helpful tools such as the previously mentioned bookmarks and a search feature. This lets you locate nodes by their name or the names of other items they unlock. Okay. You can now close the research tree. We have some datoids already, but they're not available for research yet. We'll have to build a datoid loader and let our workers load these datoids onto it. Oh boy. Build a datoid loader. It's like a bucket where we dump our research information into. Okay, let's just place it here. Alright, we got Zane Yod helping us out this time. Thanks, Zane. Okay, we can speed this up while I take some of my final sips of coffee here. Okay, he's done it. Okay, and something else. Mark 1 loaded the datoids. The datoids are now loaded, and there are a couple research nodes that can be unlocked. Whenever some research can be unlocked, you will see a notification about it in the event panel. Okay, so we can open this from here. Unlock the highlighted research node to continue. Okay, so structure. So this required 2 basic datoids, which we have. It's in tier 1, and it requires 2 disk to store, which we have 29 disk space, so we have plenty of space. So we can unlock this right now, right? Oh, okay. So we actually had 29 of 32. It's kind of the opposite of how I think of disk space, but that works. Structure is now unlocked. You will now be able to build all the blueprints listed in this research node. How to produce datoids. We've just consumed most of our datoids, so we'll now have to produce more. Click basic datoid UI element. Codex pops up and tells us that basic datoid is crafted in basic data harvester. We'll have to build one. Okay. We'll close the research tree. Q basic data harvester. Okay. We gotta connect this, right? Does that work? Okay. Close the overlay to continue. Click the basic data harvester to select it. Find the UI element labeled not configured. Click on it. New order will produce basic datoids. Okay, interesting. Close the highlight panel to continue. While the basic data harvester produces new datoids, let's plan our next move. Open the research tree. We want to build a cooking station. Okay, let's find that. Cooking. Okay, it's here. Food production. Let's figure out what we need to unlock for food production. Hover the locked button. We need 1 ZB disk space, which we lack. Once we produce enough basic datoids, we will still be unable to unlock this because we don't have the disk space required to store the research result. Okay, we gotta build some disk space. We'll build a disk module to accomplish that. Okay, Zane and Mark are working together here, and then connecting this. We now have enough disk space to unlock food production. But we still have to wait for basic datoids to get produced. You can build multiple data harvesters to produce more datoids. Just be careful not to scale up too quickly, or you may run out of resources. Unlocking more advanced research will require new types of datoids that will be more difficult to produce and will require new devices and materials. That's it? Okay. Wait, hold on. Just... Okay, we can unlock it. Good. Alright. End. Okay, we're about halfway through the tutorial here. Space travel. This tutorial explains the basics of space travel and introduces the star map. Your ship requires bridge controls to fly. Different types of engines are also needed for various modes of space travel. Small thrusters propel your ship within a sector. Fusion drives enable entry into hyperspace and allow short-range hyperjumps to adjacent sectors, consuming fusion cells as fuel. FTL drives enable long-range hyperjumps between regions. Until FTL drives become available, we must locate and use hyperjump relays. Star map. Okay, let's look at the map. Okay, we are here. Looks like there's a space station nearby. So use the right click above the highlighted object to choose the destination. It will take some time to reach the space station. Meanwhile, let's examine the rest of the star map. Okay. Star map has 3 layers. Universe, which contains interconnected regions. Region contains a cluster of sectors, and sector contains objects in local space. Okay, universe? Oh my. Pretty wide universe here. And then even within the universes, there's little regions. So we were just looking at a sector here, which had what is this, like a big planet with some moons? Okay, map view controls allow you to change the currently visible layer anytime. The arrow icon next to the layer name indicates the current visible layer. You can try switching to a different layer to see what each of them contain. Okay, we did. Your ship's location is displayed here. We're in the crisis region, Lhasa sector. These UI blocks display your hyperspace travel capabilities, which we have none. We have local sector capability. Ooh. We have arrived at Deminet Station. Journey took 4 hours, 23 minutes. At least one hyperdrive must be fully charged to enter hyperspace. Hyperdrives begin charging as soon as they are loaded with fusion cells. Once at least one drive is fully charged, you are ready to enter hyperspace. Hyperdrives cannot recharge while in hyperspace. Once you enter hyperspace, you can perform hyper jumps to adjacent sectors. The number of jumps you can make depends on how many charged hyperdrives you have. To maintain your position in hyperspace, at least one hyperdrive must be running, which requires electricity and a pilot at the bridge controls. If all drives shut down, the ship will immediately exit hyperspace. One fusion cell is consumed during short-range hyperjump between adjacent sectors. Long-range hyperjumps. Okay. I mean, I hope that we'll be reacquainted with this when we're actually doing hyperjumps eventually. When hyperdrives are charged, you can use this button to initiate entry to hyperspace. We don't have any fusion cells yet, but we can buy some at the space station. Okay. We're ready to trade with the space station. Deminet Station. Let's hail it. Okay. Captain is on the line. State your business. We can insult him. No, let's trade. Let's trade like the tutorial tells us to. Acquiring fusion cells. You are now trading with the space station. Buy 5 fusion cells to continue. 5 fusion cells. Okay. Then use the execute trade button here. Acquiring fusion cells. You can also produce fusion cells from phasium. Is the last resort. You can buy them from the online shop at a premium. The online shop delivers ordered items to your location via a storage capsule drop. It can be unlocked through research. Okay. Preparing for hyperdrive. Now let's wait for the drones to load the fusion cells into our hyperdrives. Once the drives are fueled and charged, we will ready to enter hyperspace. Oh my. Okay, we're waiting. Pookie, Dong, and Doctor. Okay, we have seemingly acquired the items there. Warning: solar panels will not produce energy while in hyperspace. Ensure you have sufficient reactors or batteries to stay powered at all times. Moving in hyperspace. The hyperdrives are fueled and charged. We are ready to jump. Okay. We're preparing for hyperjump. Pilot must take their post at the bridge controls, and drives need to start running. This should happen shortly. Okay, who is it? Doctor? Doctor's the pilot. He's putting his little treads on the pilot seat, it looks like. After you request entry into hyperspace, a pilot must take their post. Okay, we did that. You are now in hyperspace. Any active space threats, incoming projectiles, and derelict ships are abandoned as soon as you enter hyperspace. Okay. Okay, we'll open the map again and see what we're doing here. The star map has switched the map view to the region layer. Your ship location in hyperspace is marked as pulsating circle. Let's try to reach the hyperjump relay 2 sectors away. Use right click above an adjacent highlighted sector to perform a jump. Okay, we're in Lhasa right now, and it wants us to try to go to Maslakova. Okay, and then Ichikawa. We've done it. We've exhausted our hyperdrives, but they will recharge once we exit the hyperspace. Okay. Exit hyperspace. We are no longer in hyperspace. The map view has switched to the local sector layer. You can now use thrusters to reach the hyperjump relay in the center of the sector. Okay. Okay, we're approaching. Wait for the ship to reach the hyperjump relay to continue. Okay, let's maximize time, right? Alright. We're creeping and crawling to the hyperjump relay here. Okay. We've arrived. Took 6 hours. We have reached the hyperjump relay, which allows us to perform a long-range hyperjump using the current short-range hyperdrives. Use left-click above the highlighted hyperjump relay to view available actions, and then select hyperjump. Wait, here we go. Oh my. You've now entered hyperspace through a relay, and the map view is now showing the universe layer. Adjacent region to perform long range. Okay, so we're currently in crisis. It wants us to go to Schwarzschilde. We've done it. Hyperjump relay provides only one long range jump. After computing it, you can exit hyperspace immediately, though it's often useful to know which sector you'll end up in. Switch the map view to the region layer. You can now jump to an adjacent sector or exit hyperspace here. Exit hyperspace to continue. You can now jump to an adjacent sector or exit hyperspace here. Exit hyperspace. Okay, you can now jump to an adjacent sector or exit exit hyperspace here. Ooh, okay. We made it. Wait, enter hyperspace? Wait, no. Okay, we did it. Okay, we're continuing on. Ship combat. Oh, okay. This is difficulty intermediate. Oh boy. This tutorial teaches you how to use ship weapons to fight other ships. Every ship has a ship class that defines allowed loadout limits. If your ship no longer meets the class requirements, you must choose a new ship class. You can switch between the compatible ship classes and ship combat controls. Configure ship class. Okay. Loadout limits are defined by class points. Larger ships have higher tiered ship classes that allow more class points. Every ship device used in combat costs some class points. Exceeding the outlawed class points for your ship class is illegal and results in outlaw status. The ship is a fighter class, allowing up to 20 class points, but its current loadout is worth 39 class points, making it an outlaw. Notification will inform you when you violate the class points limit. Being an outlaw has drawbacks. Most traders will avoid you, and law enforcement officers will hunt you. Let's review all ship devices involved in combat. Shields are the most important defense mechanism at your disposal. At least one shield emitter is required for functioning shield. Okay, that's here. I'll close this for now. Shields can protect your ship from incoming projectiles. Absorbing hits with shields generates hard flux. Okay, buildup of heat energy. Flux capacitors increase the number of hits your shield can absorb. Flux mechanics will be explained in more detail later in this tutorial. Each thruster adds some evade, making your ship harder to hit. Evade depends on your ship class and size and is limited to 50%. Hyperdrives must gain additional charge to perform hyperjump while engaged in combat. There are several types of ship weapons, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Ballistic weapons are small caliber guns that stop by shields. They generate hard flux upon impact with the shields and can cause significant damage for unshielded ships. Ballistic weapons are effective at shooting down slow-moving projectiles such as asteroid. Laser weapons are more powerful than ballistic weapons but recharge slowly. Missile weapons are extremely dangerous because they ignore shields and deal significant damage. Their main drawback is the need for expensive ammo. Point defense weapons cannot attack other ships, but can be used to shoot down incoming projectiles of missile weapons. They also work great against non-ship threats such as breach capsule. Plasma weapons are ultimate weapons that can overwhelm shields and deal massive damage. A pirate is attacking. Okay. We'll now learn to control weapons in real combat. Oh my. Ship combat in progress. This is your ship combat controls. You can toggle it on and off by clicking ship combat controls overlay icon. Okay, that's that there. The left side of ship combat controls contains your ship control. The right side displays information about your enemy. Clicking the ship name focuses the camera on the selected ship. Okay. Before continuing, unpause the clock and let our ship exchange some hits with the enemy. Okay, so it seems like this is relatively automated. Okay, I see. Okay, the pirate ship is over here. They've activated shields. Looks like we've also activated shields. We're passing some shots back and forth. Ooh, ship combat. We've accumulated some flux. This is a good time to explain how it works. There are two types of flux. Soft flux is generated when you fire your weapons. It vents automatically over time. Hard flux is generated by absorbing enemy hits with your shields. It does not vent automatically. Accumulated flux consists of hard flux and soft flux. The amount you can accumulate is limited by your flux capacity. Hover over Flux UI element to see more details about how your flux capacity is calculated. Okay. Looks like we have 150 soft flux and 60 hard flux. Our flux capacity is 861. Upgrade your ship class or build flux capacitors to increase your ship's flux capacity. If accumulated flux exceeds your flux capacity, a flux overload will happen. Flux overload will disable your shields and force venting until all flux is purged. You can vent flux manually. This type of venting will also disable your shields, but you can stop the process at any time. You can also set automatic venting thresholds if your ship's combat setting. Okay, configure. This is your ship configuration. It allows you to change your ship class, adjust flux settings, and modify weapon targeting behavior. Oh my. Okay, our tolerated flux is 90. Our tolerated hard flux is 75. We're currently moving east. Flux will stop venting when hard flux drops below this value. Okay. We're in auto fire mode. When weapons fire, they generate flux. Weapons will not auto fire if doing so will exceed this threshold. Okay. All right, cool. So we can, okay, so you can target ship parts here. So like I think of like FTL, I usually just go for like the pilot. Oops, I accidentally closed the, I forgot how to get there. I think this one, and then configure. There we go. Tutorial complete. Oh wow, I want to see this ship fight more. I mean, this ship is much larger than us, it seems. Unless it's just like higher up in space. God, that might be a little bit loud, right? Hold on, wait. How's that? Okay, that's much better, it seems. Alright, pirate. Accumulated flux 56. What do we have? Oh, our shields are down. Ugh. Oh my. What the hell was that? Oh, okay, missile? Ooh. Okay, they're flux overloaded as well. So we're kind of taking shots. So I can see where you would want to like... Oh my god, that's still very loud. I could see where like you would want to, you know, fire while they're flux overloaded. So I mean, I think we're kind of, our shields are down. Like, what is this, rocket pod? All right, we'll end this tutorial. God, that zapping is so loud. We'll go to the next tutorial here. Resource production. Goal in this tutorial is to finish the construction of nuclear reactor. We lack the materials required for construction, but we'll have the ingredients, facilities to produce them. Okay. This is the nuclear reactor we are trying to build. It is displaying a material deficit icon hovering over the reactor. Whenever a deficit is triggered, a lacking materials notification will be displayed in the events panel. Okay, we're currently lacking nuclear reactor lead plate. Okay. After we produce enough lead plate, the missing item in the list will trigger a new deficit. It is easier to deal with one deficit at a time, so let's focus on producing the lead plate. If you don't know how to produce lead plate, examine the lead plate entry in the codex materials. Alternatively, hover any UI element with lead plate in the list of materials and hold Control to see codex entry for that tooltip. Okay, so lead plate, thick heavy plate made from lead, crafted in furnace. Ingredients: 1 lead, 3 carbon. Output multiplier times 2. Required for building. Okay, that's pretty handy. Codex entry states that lead plate is produced by smelting lead in a furnace. We'll configure a furnace to produce lead plate. Okay, this is a furnace. We'll configure this. New order, lead plate. We need at least 12 of lead plate. With current configuration, the furnace would stop producing lead plate after we have 10 in our inventory. This will not be enough. Increase the wanted amount to at least 12 to continue. Oop, 12. Deselect. How to acquire resources. We have some lead available, but if we have none, the codex entry will not mention how to produce it. If the production process is not described in the codex, a material can be acquired through mining expeditions, trade, or special means. We just have like a pile of lead on the ship here. Most raw materials can be found on planets. If you have a radar, you can use the scan function in the star map, search for the current star system for desired material. You can use the shuttle to launch manual mining expeditions to nearby resource deposits. When mining automation is unlocked, you can build cargo copters and auto drill rigs to automate the mining operations. You can try to deploy an auto drill rig to a nearby resource deposit right now. Deploy? What do we got? Unknown. Some races can be captured using a particle collector. However, it's slow and often energy intensive process. They're more efficient during dust storms. Here, can we just go down to this asteroid? Launch expedition. Okay. Okay, here's the particle collector. You can also order some raw materials at the online shop in the wallet overlay. Okay, can order from Amazon. While the furnace is producing lead plate, let's go ahead and utilize the other devices to produce the materials we will need. The next material required for building a nuclear reactor is a nuclear cell. The codex entry for nuclear cell contains the following information. Created in a fabricator. Ingredients: enriched uranium, 1 microchip, 1 lead plate. We are already producing lead plate, but we don't have enriched uranium and improved microchip. The codex entry for enriched uranium states that this is crafted in a centrifuge with 1 uranium and 1 water. We have some uranium but not water. The codex entry for water states crafted in recycler. Ingredients: 1 ice. Oh boy, this is bringing what's the one of those planets in Factorio? You shove ice into a recycler. Finally, we have required items we can produce. We have some ice and a recycler. Let's configure the recycler to produce ice into water. Click the highlighted recycler. Okay. New order, water. Let's produce. How do you get ice though? Frozen water, crafted in ice maker with water. We will soon have all the ingredients required for producing enriched uranium. Let's configure the centrifuge to produce it. So do we just have like ice on the ship? Yes, we do. Okay, there's just blocks of ice on the ship. Let's configure the centrifuge for uranium. Uranium. Okay. You now know how to establish production pipelines. Here's a recap. Identify what resources you lack. Examine the codex entries. Blah blah blah. Unlock required equipment. Acquire the ingredients. Configure the equipment. Nuclear reactor. Blah. Okay. Finish construction of the nuclear reactor. Okay. So deep is doing a lot of running back and forth here. Okay, we're producing enriched uranium here. We're producing water here. Deploy. Can we deploy to this asteroid? Travel here? Okay, we're moving the ship. I just want to like mess around with this stuff because this is probably the most important stuff is acquiring materials, right? So like if we go to this asteroid, launch expedition, deploy. Oh, okay. Earhart, expedition crew, Val and Deep. They just, okay. They went down, it looks like, to the planet, or the, sorry, the asteroid here. Rock deposit, mining difficulty 30. Deploy resource miner. I just want to see how this works. Rock. Okay, it's just rock. And then if we order from the online shop, looks like we have no money. Alright, we'll end this tutorial then. We're almost through. We're almost through. Combat tactics. Defend your ship against raids and hostile creatures. Sure. This tutorial will teach you how to defend your ship against raids and hostile creatures. Using available security measures, it is first and one of the most important steps to achieving victory in battle. Repair stations are essential for repairing your damaged robotic workers. Doors can be locked to block access. With door permissions, research even unlocked doors will keep enemies out unless configured otherwise. Door permissions can also be set to deny access to certain friendly beings. Bot docks can be assigned to specific robotic workers. The workers will idle and recharge in their docks when they have no ongoing tasks. Deploying bot docks in strategic locations can ensure the fastest response to incoming raids. An emergency siren can hail your biological colonists to a safe zone. It can be triggered either automatically or manually. Colonists won't be happy when sirens are blaring, so don't forget to turn them off when it's safe. Deploy mini turrets in strategic positions to protect important areas and entry points. To avoid compromising hull integrity, these turrets aren't especially powerful, but they remain highly effective. Fluid cannons can be fueled with almost any type of fluid. When fueled with water, they not only deal light damage to enemies, but also extinguish fires. When fueled with petroleum or oil, the fluid cannon fires incendiary bullets that ignite fires on impact. It is safer to use outdoor areas without oxygen. Trap floors will impale grounded enemies as they pass over them. Normally, you would open floor vents to cool an area down, but if a grounded enemy is standing above one, they will be vented into space. Oh. Tractor beams can influence the trajectory of slow-moving projectiles such as asteroids, meteoroids, and various pod capsules. You have to build and connect a tractor beam target in order to use the tractor beam. Multiple tractor beams can guide the same projectile towards the same or different targets. The force of each tractor beam adds up and increase the influence over a trajectory of projectile. And this is a lot for a Friday morning. You have to manually select the projectile and the target in the configuration UI of each tractor beam to start guiding the projectile. Use copy configuration to copy projectile and target other tractor beams. Security measures. This is the tractor beam target. It is best to deploy it outside, far from the living quarters. Each friendly being has one of the following combat reactions. Free will. The being will act in their best interest based on the situation. Fight. They will actively seek out enemies and engage them. Flee. They will run away. Ignore. They'll just continue doing what they're doing unless provoked. Click the highlighted construction robot to select it. Combat reactions. Find the UI element labeled combat unit. Click on it. Okay. You can adjust the combat reactions of any friendly being with sufficient AI alignment. AI alignment shows how much this being trusts you. High AI alignment allows you to issue orders and take direct control. Oh my. Wait, where is that? AI alignment. Okay, 100%. Close the panel, continue. In some combat situations, you may want to take direct control of your units. Let's take control of this robot. Okay, we're currently controlling Lunar. Right click to move. Okay. Lunar, move to this position, please. Mind the spike trap. Okay, and we can release control. You can select and toggle control of multiple units using the group widgets in the top right corner. Group widgets. Okay. Click select. Okay, I've done. There we go. Where do you want me to move, tutorial? Okay, here. Alright, I've selected multiple Mark 5 and Lunar moving. Mark 5 is much faster. Looks like he's a flying drone. Alright. Right click on the highlighted enemy to order the selected units to attack. Combat in progress. Oh boy. Okay, we gotta open the door for them. Unlock. Okay, now they're going. Hey, Lunar, what are you doing? Oh. The space spider is dead. Open the combat controls. Oh. Wait, what? Deselect any selected objects with escape. Oh, okay, down here, sorry. Okay. Oh, incoming breach capsule. For the final test, I've launched a breach capsule at your ship. Prepare for the attack and defeat the raiders to complete the tutorial. Oh boy, here we go. My first test. Come on, Mark 5 and Lunar. Where's this breach capsule coming? Gort, you just stay down there. Looks like you're maybe enjoying a meal. You're a fleshy. Oh, and Winter. Crawler Farm. Oh, Golden Cricket. They've breached us. Combat. Pirates. Where are we? Gort. Okay, Cricket. Lunar, what are you doing? Anything interesting? Gold is dead? Gold is dead already? Cricket's dead. Okay. Alright, that kind of happened a bit quickly. Cricket, Hutchinson, and Gold. Dead. Tried to breach. Dead. Okay. Body parts. Learn to perform body part replacements and mind transfers on various beings, both biological and robot. Moving ship sections. Advanced control. Learn about advanced ways of manipulating the game. This tutorial will cover multiple quality of life features that make daily operate. Okay, we'll you know what? I think we're good. I think we're good. I mean, all of these are recommended. If we get lost, we'll go back, but we'll try a new game. We'll do wrecked. Rebuild a wrecked spaceship and save your colony. This is the main scenario. Okay, there's cargo ships. Starting a fully operational cargo ship with robot-only crew. Human only. Leaving Earth. Not available to. Okay. Sandbox. Ooh. Okay. The wrecked is the main way of doing this. Prepare to embark. Okay. So these are our initial crew. It's funny because like I'm just so used to like the RimWorld like humans. There's 2 humans. We have Donovan Brick Richardson and Brainy. And Rusty the Pig. Okay, Higgs is a robot. He's 18 years old. He's been a drug dealer, a terrorist, and a test subject. Oh my. Higgs, you've got quite the past. He's good at construction. His best skill is construction. He's okay at shooting too. Is there anything he's not capable of? So that's always the big thing, is like this guy's not capable of something. Fortunately, being a terrorist and a test subject has put him back a little bit on his social abilities. Okay, this is Junk. Junk is 6. Oh my god. Junk was a suicide bomber. Luckily, he's still here. That's an interesting previous occupation to have and still be around. Cleaning, construction, demolition. Okay, so he's better at demolition because he was a suicide bomber. Alright, Brain here is 4 years old. He was a cage fighter. What is going on with all these robots' histories? Great Micro Pookie is 19. Was also a terrorist and a test subject. Was previously a robo-butler in their childhood though, and retired as a slave. Okay. Okay, let's look at Brick Richardson here. He was also a suicide bomber. But then a coal miner and then became homeless. His favorite color is gray. He's 34. He's a short sleeper and he's a bit shy, unfortunately. Okay. He's incapable of research. So that's fine. Okay, so it looks like, you know, robots have limited capability. It looks like the carrier drones have even greater limited capabilities. Looks like humans can kind of do it all to some degree. Construction, demolition, robotics. Okay. There's Brainy here. He's 32. His favorite color is orange, just like me. He was a homeless child that became a guitarist and then was a volunteer later in life. He's a technophile, he's a short sleeper, and he's vegan. Okay, so this guy's like very much like a, you know, hippie type. Seems he's a bit of a vegan. He grew up homeless, became a guitarist, and now he's a volunteer. All right, this is a very and then of course Rusty the Pig, who was also a drug dealer in his childhood. What? Poor Rusty. What is going on with these? So we have two drug dealers, 2 suicide bombers, and 2 terrorists. Wait, right? 1 terrorist? Two terrorists. So this is quite the collection of individuals. He's 18. Rusty's 18, which I'm assuming this means that he's pretty close to his maximum age. His favorite color is also orange, so that's very nice. But he was a drug dealer and then became a zoo animal, then a farm animal, and then a beloved pet. Interesting history there. He's an insomniac with bad appetite. Alright. This is our crew. Let's look. Our ship name is Empok. Array's Comet Wing. World's Villa Plants. Base. Bass or base? I like that. Natalia Villa. Natalia Villa. What is this? This is our ship name. I don't know what this is. Oh. This is like our, I don't know. Sutio Nichols. Commitments. No reload. Forget that. We die, we die. Alright, we're continuing. Any modifiers? Let's take a quick look at the modifiers. Basic tech unlocked. Custom names. explosion bias. Map size, mining output, research. Okay. Just make sure that's default. We'll continue. Okay, we're starting off in Kawazoe. Isabel Thompson. Oh. Randomized start. Bill Gibson. we're gonna start in the region Bill Gibson. Earth has perished. Survivors are roaming the universe in search of a new home. You are hibernating in base. Bass? I guess naming the ship after a fish, bass, seems more fitting than base. An arc vessel equipped with advanced AI that will wake the colonists after a base has been established on a habitable planet. Greetings, colonists. I'm Ship OS, an artificial intelligence that controls the ship. There was a catastrophic failure that triggered an upload of human consciousness. You were selected as the most compatible surviving subject. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Yes. Okay, we survived at our inconvenience. This is the ship computer that hosts our neural network. Try to preserve this device at all costs unless it violates Asimov's first law. A robot may not injure a human being through inaction. Allow a human being to come to harm. Or through inaction allow. Okay. Looks like someone managed to survive. We should keep an eye on these colonists. Fixing and relocating some facilities over to this area could keep them alive longer. There are 220 more survivors hibernating in stasis array, but life support systems will become unstable unless we re-establish the power. Malfunctioning pods will trigger premature wake-up events. To minimize casualties, we must rebuild the ecosystem in that area. We can use this shuttle for mining expeditions. It will allow us to establish a resource processing pipeline, produce essential materials for rebuilding our ship. There seems to be more wreckage nearby. We should be able to approach it once we have restored some space travel capabilities. We must focus on restoring the ship's flight capabilities and securing more resources. The ship doesn't need to be fully rebuilt to fly as long as it is in one piece. Keep this ship small for as long as possible to avoid material shortages. The crash course is now complete. Thank you for your patience. For further learning, I highly recommend exploring the operations manual in the codex overlay. I will occasionally provide suggestions when certain actions are advisable. Keep an eye on the events list. Granting full permissions. Good luck. Oh god. Alright, we're starting. Okay, so it looks like there's some dead crawlers. Looks like Norby here has died in whatever event happened here. Okay, Lucky's eating. And he's upset that he ate without a table. Pretty interesting for a dog. Okay, Brick is here. Here, let's pause. Let's pause to assess the situation a little bit. Cash is dead. Norby's dead. Max 404 dead. Maddox dead. Okay, there's a bunch of dead bodies around. So yeah, so something terrible did happen to the ship. Stasis array. Okay. Higgs is over here. Brain is over here. Great Micro Pookie is over here as well. Okay, there's a couple dead robots over here. Disk module. Okay. Some disk modules around. I'm gonna take a quick break before we get started too much more. I will be right back. Just a minute. All right, I'm back. So where do we begin? I think that's the hard part. Is this game seems so vast, and maybe it's just because I don't understand it quite yet. It just seems so deep, I guess, is the word that I'm looking for. 1 second. Okay. So let's Okay, Brick is looking for an equipable item. Luckily he has high sanity. Where's our other human? Brainy. Okay, he's sleeping. Somehow Brainy managed to stay asleep during whatever happened here, I guess. No connection to the ship computer. So, okay, I'm assuming we have to connect things to our ship computer. Battery, not connected to the electricity grid. Can we... Nope. Let's see. What is this? Water. Battery cell 1. What is this? It's a battery cell. Okay. Stockpile. Some batteries on the ground. Floor socket. No connection to the ship computer. Okay. Okay, we should probably repair this wall. Repair. Let's get that wall repaired, because it looks like it's leaking out oxygen. What do we have in this room? So we have a heater, we have an oxygen pump. We have a matter reactor, which is currently processing steel plate. I don't know if we want it to do that. Silicon wafer. Gears. Glass. Gold wire. Not lit. Or, not connected to the ship computer. Wheat. Okay, there's a little farm here intended to grow wheat, but it's too cold too. Probably because it's leaking right into space, like right in front of it. Vent. I don't know if we want this vent to be venting. Vent is closed. Okay, the vent is closed. Door. So I'm curious, like, let's make sure that this door is like locked, right? I guess we can't tell it to lock because we're not connected to the computer. All right, so I think the first order of business is trying to get all this connected to the ship computer here, the brain of the ship. Fortunately, it's not connected up. We have Great, Micro, Pookie, and Higgs over here. So they have access to some steel plate. Space hunt here. So let's think about building a bridge across. Looks like there's an easy connection point here. Kind of make this like C shape. So let's start. Where is it? Floors. Let's try and connect this up, right? Like so. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, junk is down here. So this takes, what material is this? Okay, looks like steel plate. They're moving. Great Micro and Brain are working on building the floors here. And then junk is repairing. Okay, I think I'm doing this correctly. Is this just what material is this? I can't tell. Okay, let's finish up the floor so we can maybe build some walls around it. Walls. Doors, walls. All kinds of walls. Interior wall, wall. Wall. Wait, can we not build a wall? Do we have to build a floor? Okay, looks like we have to build a floor, then a wall. So I'm gonna keep like the general shape of the ship here, I think. So we'll connect that out this way and this way as well. Provide a charge station. New quest. Provide a charge station. Before anything else, we must ensure that our robotic workers will have a way to recharge. Oh, of course. Okay, so let's build, what was it? Electricity charge station. Okay, where are we producing electricity though? In this battery here, right? I'm scared to like open the doors though. There's humans in here. Is there another battery not connected to the electricity grid? Okay, so this battery, the matter reactor, sorry, not battery. Can we do like something here? Can we move this? Here. Where's battery? I forgot. The tab, battery cell. I think we can just maybe we relocate the battery. Oops, sorry. Relocate. Let's relocate the battery to here so that it connects up. Yeah, look at this. Okay. Is this too far away? I don't want it to get in the way. Let's put it here. So that way the battery is charging from the matter reactor that we have here. Then we can start closing up. Oops. Still getting used to the... Okay. Let's start closing up this, right? No, wait, stop. What is this? Window. Let's not... Let's cancel all this. Oops. Ah. I don't want to deconstruct this. I forgot how. Task priority 3. Do not deconstruct this, please. I did it for all the other ones, but I think I accidentally clicked something here. Object in unsafe area. Cancel tasks. There we go. Okay, good. All right, let's build walls here. I have to build a floor, and I'm gonna build this so that we can put a door here, just so this is, because this looks like a mess a little bit. Actually, this can be closed. There's a solar panel there. I don't know how much material this is taking up. I guess we can build wall along this. Building devices on top of debris and material automate hauling tasks. Okay, good. That's fine. And then let's build a floor. Oops. Floor. Build a floor here and then build a wall on top of it, right? There we go. Hopefully corners don't leak. I don't know if corners leak. It bothers me anyway, so we'll just make it square, right? There we go. All right. So battery. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. Device is not a connector. Okay, so we're gonna have to think about Electricity connector. Can we put the connector like... How far does this go? Ooh. Seems like it goes pretty far. Okay, let's just make sure that it encapsulates that room as well. And then we'll wait for that to be built, and then we can see if that works as how I'm thinking. I'm not sure. Okay, robots are doing quite a bit of work down here. What is this? Target rubber. No storage unit. Open the Codex overlay and overlay operations manual. Familiar yourself with some concepts, then mark them as learned. Okay. Oops. Oh, I'm clicking too much. Open Codex. Yeah, I think I know how to do this. Wait. I probably don't know all this stuff, but it's telling me to. Okay, connector's done. So connector has to be connected to ship computer first. Okay. Let's build a copy. Let's try to get these connectors connected, right? This should connect. And is that okay? It's still too far. So we'll put one here as well. Then this should allow us to be connected to the ship computer through here. And I think no. Air tightness. Okay, it looks like there's some repairs that are needed. This vent is open. Let's how do we close this? Manage. Wait, what? Close. Vent is closed. Okay. Repair. Oh, okay, that's a nice overlay to see all the things that we need to repair here. Let's repair everything. So it looks like there's some dining room, like a little dining room set here. Brain, you can probably stop doing this. Release. Okay, this vent is closed. Then once this is closed up, auto close? Can we close this door? Actually, this room should be fine too, right? Okay, door release. I think I'm learning slowly. I could probably actually then, because this area looks enclosed, so let's open the vent here and then release that. We'll just need to make sure this wall is complete, and then we can put a door. Okay, that's what I'm waiting for. Door. 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 And then connected. 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 No. Wait, what? Device is not a connector. Okay. There we go. Build and connect a meta reactor. 2 of 4. Configure the meta reactor. Configure. Upgrades. I mean, do we want to change the configuration here? Must be outdoors. Oh, great. I accidentally enclosed this. Object isn't unsafe. Provide charge station. Okay, so this shuttle needs to be outdoors. Interestingly enough. I mean, this seems like a good spot out here. Or this looks airlock. It's funny, these airlocks like lead to nowhere, right? Man, space worries me. Fusion cell. So we have a fusion cell. Can we move this? Or connect it? So at least we're generating some solar power. Okay, this is like completely destroyed up here. How's our crew doing? How do we even know that? Brick. Okay, so this should be closed in, right? No, this door is open. Oh, so these connectors are limited to 8 connections at a time. Oh, okay. Wait, can we connect this? There we go. I think that was already connected, but just to be safe. I'll admit I'm a little overwhelmed. There's a lot going on. Mini planter, crafting station, low oxygen, too cold. Let's see. So this should all be enclosed. I'm very wary about trying to like open the connection port so like all the people can use this space. Oxygen pump. Consuming electricity 5 kilowatts. Heater. I forgot how to... Wait, connector? No, don't build a connector there. No, stop. Build a copy. Yeah, I wanted to build a copy of the, this guy. Here, I'll just look for it in the build. No, not charge station. Did I build a charge station already? Here, can I? Oop. I cannot tell. I forgot. If I did, I forgot. I don't think so, though. Yeah, provide a charge station. Okay, that's our quest. Let's just put it in here, maybe. I'll put it in this corner. Okay, brain is currently working on the charge connector. There's no lights. We need some lights. Lights. Floor lit. Okay, so light comes from the floors, it looks like. Let's put a couple lit floors, I guess. Let's see how that works. Alright, they're working. Let's maybe speed things up. Is that connected? Is this lit? Okay. Not connected to the electricity grid. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Oops, I keep pressing that button. Q, electricity. Oh, there are a couple spacesuits and space helmets somewhere in the wreckage. We can make one human colonist space ready, use inventory overlay to find the pieces, then order the drones to relocate them near surviving colonists. Space diarrhea. I've detected the presence of unknown alien bacteria on board. Oh god. That's not good. Can't imagine how horrendous space diarrhea might be. Okay, so there is... Okay, space suit. So, like, if I just move this, right? Like, how much does, haul? Relocate. So if I move this here... If I have a robot move the space helmet into this room, will everyone die? Because all the oxygen will just be sucked out. Only one way to find out. Okay, Great Micro Pookie is currently running the space helmet over. Okay, he's going the space side, which is not really... Okay, it wasn't that bad. Okay, that's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Alright, let's get more spacesuits then. Where's the green one? Okay, this one's right here. So let's relocate this one too. And then since Brainy has just been sleeping with space diarrhea, we'll give it to Brick. Not really sure how to heal up space diarrhea. I'm sure Brainy is having a wonderful time sleeping in his little sleep pod. I mean, are there toilets? Do we have toilets? I don't think so. Pet bed, captain's chair, space travel, food prep. Okay. Wait, didn't I provide a charging? Okay, it's not connected. There we go. I did it. Establish research. Okay, data harvester and a stored data loader. Alright, collects pieces of spacesuits. Alright, let's get... Oh, Brainy's up. Brainy has space diarrhea. Don't give it to, Brick, please. Where did Brick go? Oh, he's right here. Okay. Equip the space helmet, Brick. And, do we relocate the... Where did the green spacesuit go? Who took it? Equipped. It's on Brainy put the... Oh no. Okay, at least it's green, so it masks some of his space diarrhea. But I intended to give that to Brick. So let's see where the other spacesuit is here. Okay, looks like it's here. Spacesuit. Let's relocate it to this space so that Brick can put it on. I'm not sure what these red... Hopefully they're not bleeding. Is that what's going on? Conditions 3, injured, space diarrhea immunity. Oh god. Okay. They all have space diarrhea. They have mild organ wounds from space diarrhea, looks like maybe. And Brick has fallen asleep on the ground. Brick, I'm sorry, wake up. Put on your spacesuit. You have... Unfortunately, you'll have to have the white spacesuit, even though you also now have space diarrhea. Alright. Okay, so that task is done. So we gotta build a data loader, right? So if I open this up now, let's see, because this, oh wait, no, wait, stop. Cancel that. Close this. Someone left the door open here because it's not connected. Neither is this. Let's just make sure that things are connected. Okay, the door's shutting. Now we can open this vent. Let's see. Okay, so there's some oxygen pouring in. Hopefully it doesn't suck all the oxygen out of the room. We put them in spacesuits, so hopefully they're okay with that. Alright, we'll keep an eye on that for now. Let's build Datoid. Where's that? We need a Datoid loader. There it is. And I don't think there's one in existence already on the map. Wait, is this? No, this looks like just wire or something. Okay, Brick has managed to... Okay, he's walking around in his spacesuit. Can you not keep that door open for very long, please? Can we put this here? No. Can only be placed adjacent to ship computer. Okay. That's fine. We'll put it here then. And then a basic data harvester. Produces basic types of datoids that can be used for research of low-tier technologies. So this produces... Okay. So maybe we just put them together. What if we put that here? Alright, so this area is still only accessible. Well, I mean, I guess because they have spacesuits on, they can do whatever they want. What do you want? What is this? Using toilet. Where's the toilet? Are you having diarrhea into this planter? I mean, I guess it's better than on the floor. Devices does not require electricity. Let's configure this. I don't know if we want diarrhea. I don't know if we want to grow plants with diarrhea, but we'll do it. Too cold. All right, let's check on the oxygen. Okay, the oxygen is slowly filling up this space. What was that? There was like a little pop-up. It happened for like 1 second. Okay, these are all dead colonists. Brick, Brainy. Wait, Brick... Okay, no. I thought Brick was dead here, but it's just like the... Oh. Connect stasis array. You have at least one disconnected stasis array. Keep stasis arrays connected to maintain cryostability. Low cryostability can cause harmful side effects for the colonists inside. Where is that? Where is our stasis array? Is this a stasis array? Yes. Are there people inside this? Stability poor. Okay, connected. Is there another one? Oh, we have a couple. Okay. Connected. Consuming electricity. Stability poor. Okay. Looks like we took care of that too. Build and connect a data harvester. Okay, we gotta connect these now. Okay, that's fine. And then we gotta configure this. New order. Basic datoid. Produce. Okay, we got basic dataoids being produced. Let's establish research. Okay, so that should be ongoing now. I think I'm learning this game. I'm not sure. Battery discharging. Okay, we're using more energy than we're producing, maybe? We can look at that up here. Energy consumption 12. Max production 21.2. Renewable energy 1.2. Okay, so we're not consuming that much. We can actually connect this solar panel, right? Wait. Connector's fully utilized. We can connect it to this one. Okay, there we go. So does that increase our solar or our renewable energy? Yes, I see that little green bar at the bottom here, green line increasing. 3.2. All right, great. Research lacks discs. Okay, we completed that. We got some money for it. Are there any other solar panels? Disk module, not connected. We can relocate this, right? To something else, somewhere else. So we can actually use it. All right, I'm back. And I completely forgot what we're doing. Okay, so we, luckily, that's what I like is when a game that's kind of more sandboxy still gives you like quests to do. So you can do some like checkbox stuff. You know you're heading in the right direction with things. So establish production. We'll eventually run out of materials. Therefore, we must establish ways to produce them. Okay. Okay, that's not a super helpful quest. Usually it's been telling me what to build and stuff, but okay, available quests. Connect to the survivor area. Okay, I think we did that already. To merge our electricity grid with the one in the survivor area. This will allow us to take control of their devices. I think we already did that. Okay, good. Yep, we did. Provide hygiene facilities. Yeah, okay. Your colonists are now pooping in the planter and have nowhere to clean themselves up. Yeah, I saw that. They'll appreciate if you build them a toilet and a shower so they regain some dignity. Okay, let's do that now because they have diarrhea. This seems like a good spot for it. Let's build a toilet. How do we do this? Okay. Tab, toilet. Toilet. Let's put one here. And then a shower. Shower. Let's put the shower. Oops. Shower. Why not kind of put it on like this wall? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, fusion cells. We're relocating the data disk thing so we can more easily connect it. Connected. Research lacks disks. I think we did that. Connect the stasis array. We now have to extend our electricity grid to reach and connect the stasis array. It will give us control over the life support systems. Okay. We did that. No, we did something else. We're currently capable of producing 23.2 kilowatts. Peak consumption has exceeded 80%. Therefore, to avoid electricity deficit, we have to build more devices that can produce electricity. Battery reactors, solar panels, whatever we have blueprints for. If we have solar panels, cleaning them could help. All right, I see one here that I must have missed. So we can connect that. Okay, we know that that can't function indoors. We'll have to move that eventually. Increase electricity production. Okay. Are there any... Okay, this one's online. Any other solar panels? I see one here. This one close enough to our little connecting thing? Probably not. It's already maxed out. Can we relay things? No. All right. We'll build a connection. Build a connector like here. That'll connect with that one down there. Actually, is there one like here? Might be good. Maybe. Oh. And then if we connect, once it's constructed, we'll connect this solar panel up. Just hook up the renewables that we already have built. Okay, Brain is currently working on that. Alright, Brain and Junk are working together. Actually, could we have just connected it this way? Out of range? No. Okay. Looks like this is isolated to a room. Connector needs to be up to the ship computer first. We can do that by connecting it to like this one. There we go. What is on the ground here? Glass floor. Oh, and there's a floor socket. Can we just do that instead? Okay, I think that works. Increase electricity production, let's see. Yeah, okay, looks like it. Sleeping pod. Maybe we move the this sleeping pod. Reconstruct, relocate to where the people tend to be hanging out. Is it O? O. And then R is to rotate. I keep pressing like E. Okay, we'll move this sleeping pod into the room so that's safe. Assuming electricity stability poor. Provide entertainment. Establish production. Alright, I forgot how to establish production. Okay, it looks like this is some sort of cargo hold. I'm wondering if build a door, right? To this door? Actually, let's check our oxygen here. Okay, this is slowly making its way. I wonder if we build another oxygen pump. I detect a reactor efficiency upgrade in the wreckage. Select a matter reactor and then use upgrades submenu in the info panel to the left to upgrade. Upgrades? Install reactor efficiency upgrade? Okay. Thank you, robot. Provide entertainment. Pressurize the stasis array. To ensure safety of colonists, the area surrounding the stasis array must be fully enclosed, airtight, and insulated. Okay, so we should probably maybe then build walls here. Right. Walls. Beep boop beep boop beep 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 boop boop boop. Let's build them. How do I want to do this? Let's build it here then. Let's make sure we have a door though. Door, 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 door. There we go. So the idea is to close these stasis arrays. And then we should probably, what, Z to repair? I guess that solar panel needed repairing. Let's repair what we can. Okay, looks like that's good enough. So what's wrong with this toilet? Low oxygen, too cold. Okay, maybe we should move the toilets into the immediately surrounding area. Yeah, let's do that. Let's relocate this toilet over here, and let's relocate the shower. Maybe we'll plan for that to happen later. Oops, I keep pressing E instead of R. Let's not put it on the light. Let's put it like this way. I don't know. It seems easy enough to move things around, so I'm not too concerned. Okay. How are we doing here? Heat sink. Dispose of infected bodies. Okay. Provide entertainment. Oh yeah, what's our research like? Winch, improved connector, storage. We have 13 basic datoids. Storage, weapons locker, steel wardrobe, cabinet. Cold storage. Oops. Exit booth. Disassembly, electronics. Recycling. I don't even know where to go here. We'll just keep collecting datoids then, I think. Research ready. 7 research items are ready to unlock. Yeah, I know. I don't know which one to go for though. Build and connect a treadmill. Okay, we can do that. Put that there then. Object in unsafe area. Yes. It's wood. Okay. We're putting in a treadmill. You know what? I think I'm gonna unlock storage. Wait, we have storage. Storage unit. I'm sick of all this stuff kind of like lying around. So let's build a storage unit. Is there already do we already have a storage unit somewhere? I don't think so. These things are pretty bulky and big, so I would assume that I would know where a storage unit would be. Let's put that. Seems like here's a decent spot for a storage unit. Let's get that, and then maybe they can haul all this stuff into the storage unit, clean this place up a little bit. So I don't know what to do with these dead bodies. How do we get rid of them? Oh. It's a lot of body parts we can potentially harvest. Remove all. We can remove their brain. Interesting. How's this oxygen doing? Alright, again, slowly but surely. Water. Yeah, we need to get the production going, right? We should build a door here. There's a knife in here. Door. Wait, is this like an interior door? Hold on, wait. How do we go? Door. Does it matter? Hold on, wait. Sorry. Interior door. Hold control for more info. Lets oxygen and heat go through while open, so don't stand in the door. It can't be locked. Requires electricity to operate. Draws electricity when operated being held. So I think we want this one for most applications, it seems. Seems like a storage area, so I want to just make sure that we have access to some of these materials. Okay. Never mind. It looks like they're able to, the robots are able to fly around and access it anyway. So let's cancel this. Great Micro just like, yeah, tried to like bust down the door, like chill. Maybe we'll build a connector there. Can we copy? How do we copy? Let's build a connector maybe up here. That should That should connect up this like corner of the ship a little more reasonably. I hope. Okay. Do we, and then, hold on. Floor socket. What? Socket. Alright, I'll have to find that in the menu. We should order some repair or deconstruction tasks on the damaged areas. Damaged objects have a cracked surface. The repair tool, yes. We know all about that. We've kind of been doing that as needed. What was I looking for? Electricity floor socket. Where is that? Food prep. Where is the floor socket? That's interesting. You'd think it would be under electricity, right? Maybe we haven't actually unlocked the research yet. Let's see. Floor connector. Uh-huh. It is locked. Okay. We only have that one. Wait, Lucky. Okay, Lucky the dog is sleeping in one of the these sleeping pods. Brainy, how you doing? You seem happy enough. He's got a little bit of depression, but he's immune to space diarrhea. Okay, good. Wait, what? Why? This way. Oh, we gotta connect it. Okay, sorry. Let's connect it to this one. This one has a lot of available connection points. Connect these doors just so it's more easy to use here. What is this? Disk module. Okay, we hooked up one of the engines here too. Thrusters. And this disk module. What is this? Soil? Okay, there's a bed in here. Let's connect this particle thing. So this should, we can configure this to create stuff. I don't know what we need though yet. It's like so many dead bodies in here. So is there stuff in like in this stasis array? Are there people in here? I can't tell. We gotta connect this door up. Wow, without the music, it's very quiet. Okay, that one's fully used up. Oop, I did not mean to do that. Particle collector. How do we look at like what we're even consuming? I guess we would need water, I feel. Where do we have? Okay, there's silicon, lithium, like do we have ice stored? Let's repair this solar panel just while I have this menu open. Looks like this needs to be repaired too. Oh, there's another solar panel here that I must have missed. There we go. No, wait, no, this is connected. Here, let me disconnect it from this one. This one needs a little more room. And I can also connect this and disconnect this. So it has a little more room on this one. Mini cell. Is the storage unit already full? Oh my god. Okay. Should maybe like distribute. Can we build a copy of this? Build a copy. Q. Maybe we should build one in here too, just in case. That's kind of big. Maybe here. Maybe this is a good storage spot. Although it's a bit thin. Yeah, okay, never mind. Sorry. Thinking in here might be good, right? A couple storage units here. Just clean up all this stuff because it looks like there's a lot of stuff that needs to be put away. Okay, auto saving. Okay, that little pop-up is the auto save. That's what's scaring me. Unconfigured particle collector. Yeah, I know. Let's continue just repairing random things. I mean, I guess I'm playing pretty passively, so let's just have them repair as much as they can. Okay, that's been done. Do we not build this treadmill? Oh, it's not connected. There we go. Okay, treadmill connected. Yes. Build and connect a crafting station. Okay. Here, we have a crafting station already. Let's relocate it to the place where the people are. Let's put it there. We have more research ready now. Okay, looks like Higgs is maybe working on that. Done. We gotta connect it to power. Done. Select crafting station and configure it to produce gears. Okay, configure. Wait, oh, too many windows open. Configure. New order. Gears. Assemble. Okay, we're producing gears. Establish production. 1 of 4. What else do we need to do for this? Produce 5 gears. Okay. Dispose of infected bodies. Build and connect a nutrient extractor. There's one already on the ship. Nutrient extractor. I don't think I've seen one. Disk module. Okay, they're repairing everything up here. There's a bed. No. Okay. So, nutrient. Okay, let's just... out of range, okay. Is this leaking? Okay, I can't tell if this is leaking. I hope it's not. Oh, it was. It was just open. Stupid robots. Oh god, okay. Okay, the robots have to be better about shutting the doors behind them if they can. Okay, what were we doing? Nutrient extractor. Okay, yeah, this is quite large. Let's put it in here, maybe. I don't want to block the path, though. Let me put it here, maybe. Somewhere. Maybe in here. This seems to be a pretty spacious room. Plus it has the storage, and there's already a ton of dead bodies ready to feed it, so we'll pop it in there. Provide a repair station. Okay, repair station. I'm really enjoying all these like little quests. It helps me figure out what I need to do next. Otherwise, I would just be like completely lost. Make ship flight ready. We have to restore our ship's space flight capability. That way we can reach a nearby planet and run some mining expeditions to gather more resources. Okay. Build and connect a bridge controls. Bridge controls. Okay, this would definitely go at the top of the ship right here. Here, let's we can even build let's finish building this out too. Let's see if I can do this carefully. Like it's kind of triangle shape. We'll give it a blunt tip. Close this all up, right? We'll worry about this later. Walls. Let's okay. There's a solar panel there that's kind of ruining my vision a little bit, but it's all good. We have to at least make it match, right? 3? Yeah, hold on. Hold on. We gotta make this match. There we go. Right? That should match it. Door walls. There we go. Wait, okay. Hold on, hold on. Floor. Walls. There we go. Okay, and then we need to build the bridge controls. Oops. Bridge. And then that should fit pretty perfectly in there. Perfect. All right, that's exactly my vision. Yeah, I know the particle collector's still. How do we look at, like, I guess our current storage, right? Storage unit is not connected. Can we connect this? Device is okay. Oh, it's this on the floor here. We don't have to worry about that right now. Okay, pressurized stasis array. Repair damaged structures, connect all doors and vents to your electricity grid, close the vents if they are facing open space. So I don't think that... Here, let's check. So this is enclosed... Wait, no, this door is open. Oh, that's full. Wait, hold on. Does this reach? Yes, it does. Okay, so this can be closed. Right? There we go. Pressurize the stasis array. This one is still out in the open a little bit, so we'll worry about that later. Okay, we've done that. Research heating, research oxygen production. Okay. Actually, yeah, oxygen production is probably what we need. Search oxygen. Okay, so we need to... Looks like do this cascade here, right? Cooling. Oh, we've already researched it. What? Okay, it looks like we've already done. Mini oxygen pump. Oops. All right, we're definitely gonna put one here in this room. So maybe that'll connect here, and then we'll put one in this room as well. Actually, we should probably move this. Be more central. Not constructed. Let's cancel. Can we build a copy of this? Build a copy. Let's put this maybe more centrally located in this room. We'll put it here. All right. Okay, robots are building those. Speed up time. Okay, one done. Is this working? Node is on. I gotta connect it. Okay, connected. They put water in it, so now it's producing oxygen, it looks like. Great. Let's see. Yes. Okay, it's starting to fill up. And we need a heater. Okay, we'll put those like right next to him, right? Does this room have a heater already? Doesn't look like it. Let's say protein. Oh, there's a heater right in the middle of the room. Got it. Okay, we need to build more connectors, I think, because we're running out of space. You have to make a choice. Choose who awakens. Ooh, cool. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of like a oxygen not included, where you have like the I don't even know what it's called, the little portal in the middle, the duplicator or whatever. So we have Stick, we have Case and Dog Lawrence, or we have Zion Medina. Let's see. Stick is 31. He was also a terrorist and then became unemployed. He's a carnivore. He's ablutophobic. Overwhelming fear of bathing, cleaning, or washing. Okay. His favorite color is this pinkish. Okay, Case and Dog Lawrence. His favorite color is yellow. He's 47 years old. This guy is the opposite of ablutophobic. He is a showerer. He loves bathing. They'll want to bathe more frequently. He was a drug dealer that became a cultist and a hipster. So far, better than a terrorist. And then Zion Medina, also orange is his favorite color, which we already have two. Wait, where's the pig? Didn't we have a pig? Why is the pig a dog now? Huh. I distinctly remember we had a pig, unless I accidentally clicked like a randomizer. This guy's also a shower and a short sleeper, and he's a sandwich assembler. He's a sandwich artisan. We're gonna pick Zion Medina. He's 17. He's a bit young, but he's not a terrorist or a cultist. So let's select this colonist. Okay, Zion's waking up. Zion, you're currently like out in space. You need to get inside. Zion, please. Yeah, you need to get to safety. Where are you going? Zion, get inside. How do I can't control it. Can I relocate you? Oh dear. Get inside. Zion, you got hypoxia and hypothermia because you woke up in space. Go. He's got... Oh shit, he's dead. He's incapacitated. Okay, brain is saving him. He's putting inside. Okay. Can you Okay, brick. Okay, Zion's just on the ground. Can someone help Zion here? Rescue. Someone help him. Put him in a bed. No, okay, just ignored. There's here, Brainy, can you do this? Brick, anyone? Bueller? Lucky? You're supposed to be a pig, Lucky, I'm pretty sure. Failed. Can any of the other robots maybe participate here? Okay, we're gonna have to be... Well, I don't understand why this stasis chamber was the one that woke up. Let's just build, right? Let's build. Floors. Let's just make sure that there's floors all around here. And then let's build walls to ensure that when they wake up, they are able to stay awake and don't, you know, die out in the cold of space. Okay, that should enclose everything, I think. Although this solar panel is kind of like, we should move this to over here. All right, is Zion still dead or incapacitated? Yes. Lacking healing device. That's unfortunate. Maybe he'll just wake up. Moderate cold wound, mild organ damage. Brain, you saw a dead body. Okay, yeah. I know we have all these dead bodies lying around. That's because we have not hooked up this nutrient thing. Sorry, I got distracted from an awakening colonist. And it literally feels like my house is shaking right now. I think there's like a heavy equipment passing by. Although I cannot see it. It literally feels like my whole house is shaking right now. I hear it. Oh yeah. It's a big excavator passing by my window. Alright, we gotta connect this. We gotta copy this. Let's just build a copy of one of these in here. Literally like vibrating my entire house. Always wild when stuff like that happens. Okay, hurry up, robots. Poor Zion. Okay. We're gonna build a floor actually in this room too, I'm noticing. So we moved this solar panel, that's right. Floors. Floor. Okay, so is this room now enclosed? It looks like it. So now we should be able to vent this out. Or we can copy these guys. Build a copy. Oh, that's nice. You can just build a copy of multiple items. Okay, we've done this. Here. Oh, we gotta connect it up first. Can we connect it directly? Are we close enough? No. All right, let's oh wait, what? Okay, we did. It was close enough. All right, never mind. Connected to that heater. Connect some of the lights in here. Just for now. We might have to swap some things out. Oh. Out of range. Okay, let's disconnect this for this. And then this. We gotta enclose this spot too. Yeah, let's just do that like that. We should vent Build a vent? How do we do that? Vent. Vent. Venting flux. Do we even have vents? Can we just deconstruct this now? Here, let's there. Let's just deconstruct this door for now. Okay, this looks all enclosed. So does this. So does this. And so does this. So hopefully now, when people emerge from this stasis, they aren't like instantly falling on the ground because they're in space. Okay, I think we built 2, 3. Oh, these aren't connected, that's why. We have tons of connecting spots here. Warm up area with stasis array, okay. Temperature, it's pretty cold in here. Pretty cold in here, okay. That looks like it's gonna take some time. Oh wait, there's a charging port. We can just do this. Right? Wait, what? Why? Oh, okay. I was doing it backwards. So instead of connecting individually with this, right? Okay, I think that's out of range, right? No. Okay, no, sorry, wrong one. Okay, there we go. Is this out of range? Nope. Out of range. Are we out of electricity? Uh-oh. Oh my god, this chart. Wait, why? Energy deficit. Do we need another one of these? Build a copy? Build a copy. I mean, we built a bunch of new stuff, so it makes sense that we would need to. Let's build it like here, just so it's closer to the ship computer. My colonists are witnessing a lot of dead bodies frequently. Running low on transistor. Use the codex to identify the ingredients and produce more. Some materials may be acquired through mining. Transistor. Okay. Do we have enough? Okay, let's configure this. I mean, it looks like it just wants us to use steel plates for everything, so we'll stick with that. Does that turn on our power again? Yes. No. Maybe. Yes. No. Almost. Did I disconnect Maybe just disconnect some of these lights. We don't need them. Okay, we're struggling with Zion. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, luckily, okay, oxygen is resolving. Zion's back on his feet. He's falling asleep on the floor still. That's okay. We're still having... Yeah, life support lacks power. Particle collector unconfigured. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Can we build another one of these? I feel like if we're only consuming 20 hold on, wait. I need to check this power thing more. Energy consumption 51. Hey, what's up, Kill? How are ya? Max production 50. Energy deficit 4. I feel like we're... Battery reserve? We depleted our batteries, that's why. Okay. Yeah, is this charging? No, not at all. Is everything connected? Yeah, it looks like it. It's just we need more. Build a copy. Let's put it up here. No, let's put one down here. Near the storage. Do we have enough space for, or like capacity? 8. Here, hold on, wait. Let's manage. Do we have a free connector nearby, or like something we can release from it? I don't think so. 6 of 8. That one's, oh, it's just out of range. I should have moved this. Yeah, let's just remove it. Relocate. Okay, this should, okay, we should be able to connect this now. Higgs had an incident while cleaning the oh my god, Higgs. There's diarrhea all over the floor there. I love that noise. There's just like huge diarrhea spill on the ground. Luckily, it seems like they cleaned it up pretty quickly. Oh dear. Dangerously unstable. Creatures hatched from a colonist? What? Hold on, wait. Slow down. Alien creatures have just hatched from the belly of Cash Quinn. Not good. It looks like, okay, some of these dead bodies are harboring alien children. And I'm still dealing with electricity problems, although it looks like that should be resolved. Alright, robots. Combat mode initiated. Oh god, they're everywhere. Where are my robots? Control. Target this crawler. Combat in progress. Target this one. Alright, go. I just love the robot combat. Okay, you guys aren't doing much, so okay, get over here. Ship entered this sector. Frigate NSS Cannon Hawk. Uh-oh, I don't like this. We have a chest burster situation, yeah. Unrelated to the diarrhea burster that we had. Okay, it looks like they're over here now. And there's a ship in our sector. Hello? Here. Let's take a gander. Are you friendly? Adventurer. You're standing with Adventurer faction +1. Details. Can we hail the ship? Communicator's missing. Okay. Yes. Currently we are just like an exploded spaceship, so I can't imagine they would want to or be able to talk to us. More creatures have hatched. Oh god. Okay, Higgs. Junk? Did we kill this crawler? Yes, we did. Okay. Take that. Take out this crawler. Great micro Pookie. Take out this crawler. Brain. Do as you're told. Higgs. You're good. Oh no. Great Micro Pookie is incapacitated. Junk. Junk, I need you to get over here. Higgs, what are you doing? Turn around. Wait, hold on. Yeah, they're all set to fight. I don't know why they're just like kind of standing there when they get attacked. Beat up this crawler. Higgs, get over here. Brain. Oh, what? Okay. I'm struggling a little bit with the combat here. They're kind of just like walking around, walking away. Alright, Higgs is moving into position here. Oh, Brainy. Brainy, you're helping. I was trying to save the humans, but it looks like he's assisting. His sanity is quite low. Brick is also coming to help. This is a mess. Ah. Brick is moonwalking away. Lucky the dog. Do something. Where is why aren't Junk, why aren't you moving? Jeez. Yeah, you have... Are you just not a combat? No, you are. What? Why? Maybe you have to move into position to be able to shoot? Here, hold on. Okay, the dog is taking damage. Everyone's just kind of like beating up these... Here, can you attack this guy? Okay, this guy's a gun and he's just been like... I don't know, the combat in this game is... I'm a bit lost. Free hugs. Get a crawler attached to a human... Oh, great. Oh, oh, God. The crawler's stuck on Brainy. Oh, no. Zion, I think you're naked, so I don't know if you want to interact with this. Is Higgs actually... Higgs is not incapacitated. He's just hanging out. We gotta save Brainy. Combat in progress. Yeah, no kidding. It's been in progress. Wait, what? Higgs, what are you doing? What? That thing's running away. We need... Come on, quick! He's got to be filled with eggs at this point. He's got to be filled with eggs. Wait, what happened to, Did someone die? Who was, There's Cash and then Cash. Max 404 has been dead. Shmuel? Brick. Zion. Who was it? Who was it? It was... What was their name? I forget. Ah, jeez. Alright, well. I have to go. So that was STARDEUS. It seems like a pretty complex game. Here, we'll save this. We'll save this as base. We might revisit. This has been the demo only, so if this falls to the measly chest bursters that came out and our robots were just like... Robot combat was just like... I don't know. I don't know. I don't blame them. I blame myself. But, yeah, we might revisit this. It's like a FTL RimWorld type of game, so... You know, it's up my alley at least. But yeah, no, I think we'll wrap it up here. Thanks, Kill, for hopping in at the very end. Yeah, you have a good one too. Yeah, let's see. Let's find a little raid. Little raid. Who's up?